The night was alive with the soft hum of crickets and the distant rumble of thunder, but I stood at the edge of the woods, my senses on high alert. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. A chill ran down my spine as I gazed out into the darkness. Trees towered above me, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching for the sky. The wind rustled through the leaves, casting eerie shadows on the ground. I felt a presence watching me from the depths of the forest, but every time I turned to look, there was nothing. The darkness seemed to vibrate with anticipation, as if something was waiting just out of sight. I fidgeted with the grip of my flashlight, the weight of it a reassuring presence in my hand. My eyes scanned the trees, searching for any sign of movement, but the only response was the creaking of branches in the wind. I'd been called to this place by the local sheriff, who'd received a cryptic message from a source claiming that a crime was about to occur. The message was vague, but the sense of urgency was palpable. I'd arrived in the dead of night, hoping to catch a glimpse of something before it happened. The woods seemed to be holding their breath, the only sound the distant rumble of thunder and the soft creaking of trees. I walked deeper into the forest, my footsteps quiet on the damp earth. The air grew colder, and I could feel a malevolent presence lurking just out of sight. A chill ran down my spine as I stumbled upon a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood an old, dilapidated cabin, its windows boarded up and its door hanging off its hinges. I approached cautiously, my senses on high alert. Something didn't feel right. I pushed open the creaking door, my eyes scanning the darkness within. The air inside was stale and musty, filled with the scent of rot and decay. I fumbled for my flashlight and turned it on, casting a weak beam of light into the darkness. The cabin was small, with a single room and a fireplace at its center. I searched the space, but there was nothing out of the ordinary, just old furniture and a few scattered belongings. I turned my attention to the fireplace, where a small note was pinned to the mantel. The note was cryptic, reading, "They come at midnight." I felt a shiver run down my spine as I realized the hour was almost upon us. I knew I had to get out of there, but my feet seemed rooted to the spot. The clock struck midnight, and I felt a presence closing in around me. I tried to turn and run, but it was too late. A figure emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. And that's when I saw it, the figure was me. Or at least, it was a version of me. Standing beside me, watching me with an unblinking gaze. I stumbled backward, my mind reeling with the implications. The crime that was about to occur was not a murder or a theft, it was a murder of time itself. As I watched, the figure reached out and touched my face, and everything went black. When I came to, I was back in my office, the sun streaming through the window. The whole thing had been a dream, I told myself. But as I looked down at my notes, I saw that I'd written one phrase, "They come at midnight."